Hello, good people. It's Rob Lee. I would like to dedicate this video to Heather D and to her baby, to my friend Joe and her daughter and her baby, and to Blake Luker. All three are bringing and have brought beautiful children into the world recently. We need more of them. May the Father bless all of you. The Almighty Father is the same today, tomorrow, and yesterday. He does not change. This is important to know. For the times that we are living in, this is incredibly important. In Malachi 3:6 it reads, "For I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore ye sons of Jacob are not consumed." The psalmist declared, and if we read Psalms 33:11, "The counsel of the Lord stands forever, the thoughts of his heart to all generations." So does the Son of the Almighty Father, does he ever change? Does Jesus Christ ever change? Hardly. Hardly. Jesus the Christ is the same today, yes, and forever. If we read Hebrews 13:8, we see that Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. The Almighty Father knows all, past, present, and future. The Almighty Father has set in motion a plan, and it will happen just as he has told us. Now, once you can truly come to grips with this, you will become closer to your Father. You will find peace and comfort from knowing that your Father is always in control. And I keep teaching this, and I keep trying to hammer it home because there's a reason. As we get into, as the tribulation gets worse, and all these bad things starts happening, you will find comfort and solace in knowing that your Father is in total control. Now, I can rant and rave against the evil of this world in every video, and there's nothing wrong with learning the truth, but it can't be all that you do. It just can't. I have gone out of my way to tell you that the Almighty Father has created everything for himself, even evil. The Almighty Father created good and bad alike. Isaiah 45:9, the Father says he creates evil. In the 16th chapter of Proverbs and the 9th chapter of Romans, the Father makes it clear that he created evil beings and evil people for his own purpose. The word Satan comes from the word shaitan, which means adversary. The name of the devil is not Satan. It's an adjective to describe him as your adversary. Just as Lucifer is not the name of the devil, it was an adjective to describe the king of Babylon. The name of the devil is told to us in the last book of the Bible, Revelation 9:11. The name of the devil in the ancient Hebrew was Abaddon, and in the Koine Greek it's Apollyon. This being also, as the dragon and the serpent, this being was created by your Father and for your Father. The Almighty Father, in his infinite wisdom, gave himself and his children an adversary. And once you come to grips with this and you really embrace it, this truth will set you free from the anxiety and the fear that comes from the evil of this world. Your Father makes no mistakes, people. Your Father is never in error. Your Father is not evolving. He doesn't get better. He's perfect. Your Father does not need to change. He is completely and totally perfect, and he is in total control. Your Father has never in all his creation said, "Oops, I made a mistake. I need to do it again." Your Father gives the evil of this world, your adversary, a certain amount of leash. And let's face it, folks, if he didn't give them a certain amount of leash, they wouldn't be much of an adversary, now would they? There is one particular group or family that roams this earth that hates you more than any other. And this family has finally been allowed by your Father to convince the rest of the world to join them in coming against you. However, do you not see the great plan in all this? Brethren, your Father has made it so that we cannot win without him. This is the entire purpose of our being here. We are tried and we are to be taught that we breathe because he gives us the breath to do so. If you're breathing right now, it's because he has given you the ability to breathe. That's the truth of it. So we can rail against Zionists, Masons, the media, the devil, the children of Cain, other races, governments, corporations. However, none of these that I just mentioned can do a damn thing if our Father says no. I'm going to close with a verse from Revelation, and it's worth repeating. In the 21st chapter of the Gospel of St. John, in what is called the Revelation, Jesus Christ himself tells us who will not enter his holy city. He gives a list of the most evil behaviors and things that offend him. At the top of this list, my friends, is fearful, because we are not to be afraid of the evil of this world or what they can do to us. The same evil monsters that are coming against you now, brutally murdered and tortured your beautiful king. See 1 Thessalonians chapter 2, verses 14 through 16, and Revelation 2:9 and 3:9. Now, if those 5 verses do not show you how much Jesus Christ loves you to allow himself to be murdered for you and who your enemy is, then you cannot be helped. And if you really love them, you must be willing to not only talk the talk, you must be willing to walk the walk. Bless you all in the name of Jesus Christ.